welcome to my British Values Assembly. Now it's going to be a bit different because I'm going to be doing a bit of poor acting. So apologies first of all for my very poor impression of the Queen and for my very poor acting for a young Cockney lad. But we're going to get started. Now we should know a lot about British values already. Why don't you quickly have a chat with your mum and dad or your brothers and sisters about what you already know about British values. I'll give you about 20 seconds to see if you can remember anything. Off you go. Okay, we're going to get started with my very poor acting. Here we go. British values? What's all that about? And why do I have to know about it all anyway? I will tell you, young man, I like a challenge. Right, there are 4 British values we need to remember. Democracy, individual liberty, and the rule of law. Can anyone help a monarch out there? Anyone? What's the 4th one? Yes, that's right, mutual respect. Oh, and I'm so glad you knew jolly well. Good spiffing. Firstly, democracy, young man. What do you think of all these politicians you see on TV lately? Well, it's a bit of a mixed bag if you ask me. Well, when you're 18, you can actually vote these people out of their positions. You will have power over their jobs. Democracy is people power. Democracy means that all the politicians will be after your vote, young man. Plus, the more you get involved with democracy through pressure groups or campaigning, the more your voice will be heard. What would you like to see in British law? Well, all right then. I want it to be in British law that I can say what I want, when I want, no matter how loud, and in public. Well, young man, you already can. It's part of your individual liberty, our second value. But individual liberty comes with consequences. Individual liberty means that young people or any people can choose how to live and what to do. But it also means that we're accountable for the consequences too. So, if you want to shout your opinions all day, you just need to make sure you respect other people's rights to live a quiet life. And there is a very peculiar place in London called Speaker's Corner. Why don't you have a look on the internet and find out a bit more about that? Yeah, well, what if I don't want to stick to the law anyway? That's a very good question and brings me nicely on to the 3rd British value. The rule of law. What do you think a place without laws would look like? Why don't you have a chat with your mummy and daddies about what you think that place would look like? That's right, it would be utter chaos. Okay, I get it. British values are important. Britain's an all right place to live, I suppose. Could you leave me alone now? Not until you thank me politely. Why do you want me to do that? Now, you snap out of acting there. What is the Queen trying to get this cheeky young man to show by being polite? He is quite cheeky. And there's the 4th British value we haven't spoken about yet. Mutual respect, young man. Our 4th British value, remember? Well, it's obviously very important to learn that we need to respect other people's opinions. And I would say that the young man got slightly done by the Queen there. So mutual respect means that regardless of people's religion, sexuality, belief or opinion, whether you agree with them or not, you have to show everyone respect. So we're going to have a quick catch-up of the 4 British values. So to summarise, as British citizens, so anyone who lives in Britain, We all enjoy our 4 key British values, and I think it's really important to remember those things whilst we're going through tricky times. So the first one again was democracy, the ability to vote for our laws and political leaders, and to become political leaders and make laws ourselves too. So any one of you may have an aspiration in the future to become Prime Minister or to work for the government. That may very well be part of your future. The next one is individual liberty. That means that you can choose how to live your life. You can make mistakes, but you've also got to face consequences for your choices too. The rule of law. This has been made by British society over many years, and it reflects our values. We live within the law, but can also challenge it and expect a fair trial if we break it. And lastly, mutual respect. Everyone is entitled to their own faiths, beliefs, sexuality and politics, so long as they don't encourage extremism and as that goes against our mutual respect and law. If you want to find out a bit more about our British values, you can have a look on our school website, or you can have a look on the internet and explore them for yourselves. I hope you enjoyed my very, very poor acting, and I will make another video next week.